Spies in here? Oh.
What?
Oh, wait. Oh, God, the server still runs.
Who else is in here? There's so many people in here.
Nobody should be in here.
There's so many people in here.
Spy, what the fuck? Apex.
We're recording the podcast. Spy.
Is Sam not joining?
No, she has to get ready for bed and stuff.
I'm so sad.
I know. It's only
Yo,
us.
you can mark things as spoilers.
What?
I
Chris,
don't.
you need to
Help.
remove everybody from this chat now.
I don't know how. Help.
Can you make me an admin real fast?
Alright, you're just making fun of me now.
No, I'm messaging Spy, telling him that I had made a new account.
There's too much testosterone in here.
There's zero testosterone for me. Have you seen my armpits?
Chris.
I got no hair. It's like, yo.
It's true, he doesn't.
I have some hair. I'm not a hairy dude. Welcome, everybody, to the Whiplash podcast. Today, I am, quote-unquote, your host, Chris, and today joining me, we only have two other people. We have Dylan.
Unfortunately,
Dylan. And then Allie.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
Making her
really?
return because Jarl has a dumb poopy mic, and so we're kicking him out until he can get his shit together.
Sounds so brutal.
basically.
Yeah. And Sam has to work tomorrow morning, so she can't be on.
Sad.
So that's okay. It's just us three. Wait, we're not satisfied with just us three?
Oh, well, I love you guys, but, like, I miss my Sam.
Maybe she can come say hi real quick before she goes to bed.
I would cry.
Just say hi to Allie. She misses you.
You two should kiss!
She can hear you.
I can only imagine what you two did in the bathroom last week.
Oh my god,
We
stop.
were at the escape room and
Stop.
they were together.
I just get scared
you-
to go pee by myself, so I made Sam stay in the shower that was there so I didn't have to
You
be
made her
alone.
Stay in the shower.
Dude, did you see the shower?
Are you kidding?
No, I didn't go in there.
Just oh my
He did.
Christ. Well, all right. It was
Allie,
basically a hazmat room.
Wait, why did you guys look in the shower?
The main building in Resident Evil 7 Biohazard was cleaner than that shower.
Are you sure?
Because there's a shower.
Sam!
Allie.
Hi!
She just gets so excited. I love it. I love
Fucking
you so much.
I love you!
Girls. Now, see, if I was to do this with my homie, I'd be called gay.
That's okay.
But girls
because
can
you
share a
know.
bathroom and fucking rub each other, and it's nothing.
Okay,
all-
we shared a bathroom, but we didn't rub each other. And that
I'm
is
glad.
What I was saying was that they were going to piss at the same time, where Allie sits down, Sam inverts and faces towards her, then pees between her legs, and then they cross streams.
I love
That's-
her, but I
that's what
don't
he
know
said.
her that well.
Bye, Sam!
And back to disappointing me. Ay. I had something I wanted to say, and I lost it.
That's okay.
I don't think it is, because it's making me mad, because it was something, and now it's nothing. You guys talk while I
Oh
think.
god, excuse me.
Hello.
So we're gonna have a little talk called the birds and the bees. Basically,
No,
you
Dylan.
fuck.
Dylan.
So Twitter
up?
and honey, right?
Yeah, exactly. What it would be.
I'll think of it eventually. You want to talk about how Alan sent me mail with his name as anal on it?
Oh my god, I saw that on your Instagram and I was so
Chris
confused.
came in. I told him to go get the deck of cards out from his car at work so we could play. 'Cause
We
it was
gamble
kind of
with our
slowish.
paychecks.
We do. No, we don't.
We do.
And he comes and brings it in. He's like, "Oh, hey, by the way, here's my phone. Record me opening this up at work." I'm like, "Wait, what?" And yeah, it was to Chris Holm from Anal.
Alan always writes his name from Alan in the parentheses of the to sender, or to the recipient portion, so we know who it's from. So because he usually does Amazon fulfillment for sending me stuff through the PO box for my mail call, and yeah, this one he put from Anal, and I thought it was stunning and beautiful and really expressive.
Chris, I don't think you were there, but did you not notice the one of the skillets falling on my head?
What?
No,
No.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
It was like 7:30. I think it was before Seth brought all the rest of the pans or whatever, and I was getting all the ones that were in the bucket next to me. It was one of those, but since I'm tall, My head my head basically hits those all the time. Chris can back me up on that. I'm always hitting my head on that shit.
It says something when I do too.
Well, anyways, but I had like one or two too many on that single hook without realizing it. So my head like rubbed against it, and it came off of it and rolled down the back of my neck and fell to the ground.
Yeah, I don't think I was there. I didn't hear that.
No, I think you were sweeping the hallway at that point, or getting ready to. Maybe like getting the water.
I would have heard that.
I don't know. I think maybe you were. I don't know, but it just like slid down my back and smashed onto the floor. And Seth kind of looked at me and he's like, "Ha ha ha ha!" And I'm like, "What the fuck? What's wrong with you?"
Yeah, we're talking about how we pitied Seth after he got his ass kicked in poker today.
We did.
Yeah, we're throwing him chips like, here, stay in the game. And then he's like, this last hand wins it all. And then he fucking won because he's a cheater.
You make
Go ahead and.
fun.
Yes, it is. Go ahead and give the backstory to that though, because that wasn't enough context.
Whenever we play Texas Hold'em at work, Seth always smokes us for some reason, and it's just
sounds complicated, but it's really not.
It's really not complicated. Like Dylan, you said it's something like rummy, right? In a way, because I don't know how to play rummy.
Slight similarities. I mean, in a way, all card games are similar, but nonetheless.
Yeah, you know, Go Fish and Strip Poker, they're the same thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
So Seth was always smoking us. He always gets the lucky hands where basically he'll get a pair or he'll get a straight or something like that. He'll get a bunch of different hands, and I'm always drawing complete ass dog shit. And Dylan's
he always folds on like the second turn. We'll go, we're like, yeah, check, whatever. And Chris will look at us both and just slap his cards. I fold.
Yeah,
every single fucking time.
My hand's a 3 and a 9, and there's a Jack, King, and a 2 on the field. Like, I can't do anything. Like, there's no way I'm gonna make this any better for myself. So I'm not gonna as Seth's over there betting huge amounts, and I'm just like, no.
All in.
Yeah, all in. So basically, then the tables have turned, so to speak, where I started winning multiple games in a row. So I was betting high and I was raking them in, and Seth got eliminated. And then me and Dylan gave him pity. We handed him like a couple chips each or whatever to get him into another round. And then he goes all or nothing. So he puts everything in, and I say, okay, how about this? All or nothing, but we'll play it blind.
Well, so also, to add to that real fast, the only reason why we did it like that is because it was like 7:15.
Yeah.
We had to prep to do cleanup at the end. So we had to just finish it.
Yeah, we had to finish the game. So Seth was obviously wanting to go clean. So we said all or nothing. So he put all of his chips in. So we have to match that. So I went, okay, cool. Except how about this? None of us look at our hands. So we're playing the hands blind and not knowing what's going on. We flip at the end, and then Seth gets a fucking pair and win while me and Dylan have nothing. So even though Seth got his ass kicked, he ended up technically winning based on a blind all or nothing play.
It's funny because when he says all or nothing. When he says all or nothing, he means 2 smalls and like 1 large. While Chris and I had piles of fucking.
I had a pile. You had half a pile, and Seth had 2
I had
chips. And then it's like, okay, sure, I'll bet
we had to
700
we had to
points.
keep paying for his buy-in every time.
Yeah. It was just dumb, but it's so much fun because it's just a simple card game, you know, and it's obviously card games. You can play anything. Play fucking War, 3-man War, which is always fun.
do.
Oh, I like that game.
Chris and I played Go Fish one day.
You ever played War 4?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Is
it's
that like
the same thing,
War
but
War?
4 cards. You play 4 cards down parallel to each other, and you basically play individual war with the 4 cards on the field. And if you get a war on the field, if that hand wins with the stack, then you claim all the cards on the field. So you can eliminate like half of somebody's deck in one big go.
Yes.
Can we do that?
Sure. I played War 4
Nice.
with me, Henry, and Sean. There was 3 of us doing 3-way war.
Oh no.
I don't even remember how we made it work, but we did. It sounds impossible, and it probably is. We probably made it up, but I want to move to another topic real quick, which is I want to talk a little bit about Jump Force. Just a little bit. Because, yeah, I knew you'd have that reaction. Allie, do you know anything about Jump Force?
Nope.
Okay, have you seen any of the shonen manga anime? Like
Nope.
Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Oh. Yeah.
Rurouni Kenshin, My Hero Academia.
She's seen maybe 1 episode of any.
Okay.
She doesn't watch
It's
anime.
not true.
Well, it's a fighting game with all these different characters from the Shonen Jump mangas all come together in a fighting game, and it's this cool big crossover fighting game, which a lot of anime fans and fighter game fans have always. It is cool.
Why doesn't Dylan like this?
We're going to get to that because the game, the main story mode really kind of sucks. It's awful, and it's also very poorly polished. Dylan sees it and he heard a lot of stuff, like how Jarl apparently wanted to get his money back immediately, which I think is a bit of an overreaction, because the game is fun as hell to play. Like, the fighting itself is so solid, except for a few small occasional quirks, but any game has quirks.
Right.
The fighting's crazy, solid, and it has like 40 character roster. Like, it has a shitload of characters of anime I've never seen, but I know of. But it's just like it has a couple unique aspects where you pick 3 people for your team, 3 characters, but you share 1 health bar. So switching characters is essentially switching movesets. And you, like I said, you can make your own character in the game. So of course the first thing I did was, whenever I make characters in the game, is make them out of book characters. So I made Kim and Alice, and they fight. And
So I noticed that you do make an avatar, but what the fuck is the point of making an avatar when you're using all the different anime characters?
they fight. You create your own character and you assign them moves from different anime. So I have a 3 moveset. I have one of Kenshin Himura's sword attacks. I have like a...
Let me guess.
No, it's not the Amakaku Ryo no Hiromeki. That's
Really?
an ultimate
Surprise.
attack. No, that's an ultimate attack. I have a different ultimate attack, which is, I try to make them somewhat similar to the character. But it's cool because you can customize the moveset, and the graphics are badass, the characters look badass, the animation is good, except for the running animation in the hub world. The character looks like they have a stick and a hard shit stuck up their ass. I can't even explain to you just how terrible the running animation is for the characters, but it's distractingly bad. The game gets a lot of shit, but I still find it to be pretty fun, personally.
It sounds fun. Like, it sounds like something Dylan would enjoy, but...
Yes, it
I
is.
think you would enjoy the combat. Like, when you come over next, we're gonna play it so you can see it.
Oh, totally. Well, when do you want me to come over next? This weekend is supposed to be really snowy. I don't know by how much, but I mean, you guys have something a little bit more comfortable for me to sleep on, so I'm not exactly as asser to spend the night.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure something out. But yeah.
Well, actually, I know it's a podcast and a little more live talk, but if I don't ask now, I forget. Since on Sunday we're doing Jake's birthday, and if you are able to make it out, I'm wondering if after, if the weather's not too bad, Mom and I can head up to your place and get the fucking cabinet. Since she'll be home, she'll already be out and about, kinda. Just get that done.
If she wants to, yeah, I'd be down for that. Please, get the fuck out of here.
I just want to get my guns out of my fucking room itself.
I want to give it to you so you can organize your stuff.
Seriously, it's all of my airsoft gear and shit is just on my fucking my
Bed.
dresser. No, it's all on my dresser, and it looks like
a
shit
mess.
because I don't have anywhere to put it. I literally don't. I'm not gonna go just put it on racks in my closet. That's a terrible idea.
Yeah,
I just need to get that fucking cabinet.
you do. And I mean, it's not like the cabinet's anything great, but it's something to store them in, something
Yeah,
to keep
exactly.
it organized and out of the way. Allie, what do you want to talk about?
Oh
What
my
do you got
god.
going
Well,
on?
I don't know. Well, Dylan was talking about how his room is kind of like, I don't want to say cluttered, but like disorganized. And I was thinking, well, if I ever went down to visit, I promise you that I would probably
God.
rearrange your entire fucking house because I'm so compulsive.
Chris even talked about
That's
doing
what I
that.
keep telling Dylan. Like, Dylan, listen to me right now. I see your room. I know exactly how to make it work. Just
Yeah.
just leave and let me fuck with this room. I got it.
You know how many? Never mind.
All right.
Can we just do that? Like, when I go down to visit at some point, we're just gonna kick Dylan out.
Dylan
No.
can put away all of his anal lube and his plungers.
Exactly.
And then we can, Dylan just got to get anything nefarious out of there, and
Yep.
we will go to town. But he's
I don't
seriously...
like people alone in my room.
Why?
Dylan,
What
it's
are we
2
gonna
people.
find?
I don't know.
You
Nothing.
don't have a printer.
I just,
You can't print out porn.
It's your brother and me.
I
I
know.
just don't like people in my room. It's my safe place.
What?
Well, we won't fuck with
Then
your
you can-
desk. Like, your desk
No,
can
no,
stay
no,
on
no,
that
no,
stuff.
no.
It's like,
you
it's
can
moving your
watch
bed,
us.
It's moving your dresser. It's just like rotating stuff and
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
You need to
Cleaning.
sweep. For the love of
Organize.
I
Christ.
do. No, that's the thing. Chris, is every time you come into my room, the once like every 2-3 weeks, is when it hasn't been swept.
No,
But
not
I
even
do.
the sweeping. Don't. I walk into your room and there's 17 cans of Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew.
I don't
lining
drink
the
either
wall.
of those.
God.
Well, I'm saying, or you know what I mean? There's like 17 soda cans just lining
That's
the fucking walls. Like, he literally has to stick them to the wall from like the corn syrup that's stuck to the side of it. Just sticks it to the wall. He has
He's
nowhere
being
to put
so
it.
dramatic.
I will
I
take,
honestly
don't
don't
take a
think he
picture.
is.
Take a picture
Of where?
everywhere. Do a panoramic shot of
It's
everything.
actually not that bad right now.
I don't
I
believe
have
you.
I have 2 of the sparkling ice things on my computer right now, which was from last night. Because I was doing like laundry and shit anyway, so I just never put those away. Otherwise, I don't have shit around me.
I have to admit,
So-
I am proud of you for actually being able to stop drinking a lot of soda and switching to something better. Something
I have cut
different.
down a lot. I don't drink it at home. I do at work, but that's just because it's work, and I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
I can't. Just how it is, but I try not to if I can avoid it.
Man, when I first started doing like my whole diet thing, I started losing my brain. I get obsessive over things. Like if I have an idea, I completely commit to it, and it actually starts to drive me insane because I'll start overthinking about it. But like when I first started getting the idea of like having a better diet and working out, literally like the next day I bought a treadmill on Amazon after I got the idea in my head.
Yep.
And I had a really funny Instagram post where I got a small package in the mail that was the size of like an 8 by 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, and I covered the address and I wrote, "I think my treadmill came in," and it was really funny in context. Anyway, and so I had my mini fridge, and I went out. I was like buying protein drinks. I was buying like rice patties. I was going nuts. I went to a fitness place and spent $150 for an appointment to talk to a nutritionist.
What?
Yeah.
What year was this?
This was I couldn't tell you, like 14 maybe. If I can scroll through Instagram, I can see when I posted that stuff. But I went ham, like, and like literally that's how like my videos get made. That's how the book gets written. That's how the apartment gets clean. Is I get the idea in my head and I obsess over it and I go full force into it because it's something I care about. But it got to the point where I was just like, if I was bloated from eating, I would have like a panic attack. Like, I'm getting fat. Time to not eat for 23 hours.
Me, every time I eat anything, my stomach's like, "Oh, I'm 4 times the size." And I'm like, "Oh, I should just continue drinking soda because clearly it's not making a difference."
And,
but then my stomach goes down. I'm like, "Cool."
And then literally, like, even to this day, I won't get in the shower if I haven't eaten. If I've eaten anything in the past 3 hours, I won't get in the shower because I'll look to myself and I'll be just slightly bloated, and I'll be like, "You're disgusting."
I feel that.
I'm so
Shit.
fucking anal. I feel like a girl because I have a very feminine figure already because I'm such a skinny,
My legs are better than yours.
non-testosterone guy. Fuck off! I have a tattoo on them.
I wouldn't get like tattoos.
But I need to get in the other side of my leg. On my left leg, in mirroring the Final Fantasy one, I want to get a Devil May Cry one with Rebellion and whatever. It's gonna be really cool.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yo, real fast, we can go back to the conversation. Devil May Cry 5 comes out in like 14 days or something.
I don't know how
I didn't know that.
I'm excited for it, but at the same time, I'm scared because I know what they're doing
Me
already.
too.
You get Mega Man's blaster for pre-ordering. Oh Christ, here we go. And they're
Welcome
already
to
talking
2019.
Yeah, I know, but I don't want them ruining my Devil May Cry.
No, I 110%
Dante,
agree.
I would let him do things to me that no other man could fulfill.
Anyways, back to working out.
I'm still
and
trying
whatnot.
to find my post. What was the post that I said it was? It was
The paper with saying, "Is it my treadmill or whatever?"
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. There it is. This was March 24th, 2015.
Put it in the chat.
It's on Instagram.
Yeah, but just take a screenshot of it.
Oh God.
But no, I thought it was gonna be a lot harder to stop drinking soda again. I had done it January of 2018 for like 2-3 weeks where I was drinking like pretty much just water. My body appreciated it, but then cough. We all know the life event that happened like early February, and then I was like, yeah, well, everything sucks. Yep, that. It felt like it. Well, never mind, joke. And then I continued to drink soda again, and I thought this time it was gonna be a little bit harder. I think what's easier is since I don't like water by any means.
What are you, Sean?
Yeah. It's easier because I have the other drinks that you've pointed out. Like, I mean, the sparkling ice drink, you didn't point it out necessarily, but nonetheless.
It is one I would have pointed out had I seen it, but I didn't see it. And I do like the ice drinks; those are really cool. And the drink is called Ice, and then just the different flavors.
Oh, it's so good.
Well, nonetheless. But yeah, I'm having all these other alternatives that are actually nice. So I don't have to drink water. I don't remember the last time I actually sat and had a cup of water.
Well, you need to have like 1 cup of water. They do say
definitely.
like a day at least. Just give yourself 1 cup of water for like pity of yourself.
Yeah.
Which I still like. I
One
love
cup of
water. I'll see if I can try to put these on screen for like the video podcast or like the link dump or something, because I want to try to do that, but it's just more
so
work.
funny?
I think it's better.
It's so like...
Hold on, my early Instagram was fucking funny. My second post ever was a photo of Jimmy Dean breakfast thing, and it was pancakes and sausage on a stick. And I wrote, it's Jimmy Dean's pancake and sausage on a stick with blueberries in it, and it's like a corn dog pancake. And I'm just like, thanks, Jimmy Dean, love America, #food, #freedom, #breakfast.
That's amazing.
What did
That was
you do
loud.
I hate you. Why do you even... You should not have access to the internet.
No, I shouldn't.
Actually, you know what? That's one thing I want to mention, which is, am I crazy? Does food taste different outside?
Like outside a building? Like outside?
If I'm eating a fucking bologna sandwich, God forbid I eat one of those ever again.
I was gonna say that's disgusting.
Yeah, if I eat a bologna, mayonnaise, and mustard sandwich with potato chips between white bread, which was like the bane of my existence as a kid, but I loved it, and I go outside if I'm eating inside and I take a step outside and I keep eating, does the food taste different? Does anybody else experience this? Because the food tastes different to me.
I get that with drinks, not with food.
Drinks. Okay.
The only reasonable thing I could think of is the air is probably like the oxygen is different from like like an enclosed building, and then you go outside to more fresh air that's not being recycled through a room, and it tastes different. Like, I don't know, that's the only thing I can think of.
Because here's the thing, I asked this to Seth, and he looked at me like I was a fucking maniac, right?
Well,
so
it's Seth. He has a light bulb.
Yeah, Seth doesn't understand. He doesn't understand anything,
Poor
Dad.
Seth.
So,
Poor Seth.
so he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. That doesn't make any sense. So I went, okay, hold on. So I Googled, does food taste different outside? And I got a whole bunch of results of people. And this guy says, I think it actually tastes worse, especially if you're eating something strong like cheese. Does anybody else feel this way? And people...
I'm lactose intolerant.
Well, okay. All right, you. This person responded saying... haven't observed this phenomena themselves, but here's the theory. Your sense of taste and smell are heavily interrelated. They work together to form what you taste. If your food tastes different outside, it's because the environment in which your sense of smell operates is bombarded by opposing smells, mostly anything that's not your food. You smell grass, but taste steak. Your brain is going to cross wires, attempting to figure out what you're eating. If your sense of smell is taken away, the taste... So, like, basically, like, it's your perception of everything around you and all the different information you're taking in. When you're eating inside, you've been inside for a while, so you're already accustomed to everything around you.
What if, in some rare cases, like, you're eating, like, fucking chicken or some shit, and then, like, someone lights a candle or incense or something, and then that's in the house? So what would it taste different as well? No,
I hear that, because to me it still tastes the same when I'm inside, no matter what. Because I'm like I said, I'm a maniac, and I've experimented with this. I took a sandwich or chips, and I would walk into different rooms and see if they tasted different.
What's
it tastes
wrong
the
with
same.
you?
Because Dylan, I'm neurotic. It tastes the same inside, but the second I walked outside, it was like, this food tastes disgusting. I can't eat this out here.
Is it? What if that's? Wait a second. What if that's like reasons why? I don't know if anybody else experiences this, but like, I will love... Shut up, Dylan.
Fucked.
I'll like love a certain food, and then like years later, I'll despise it and I won't eat it.
That's called your taste buds changing.
No, not even... Well, that's an example. Not even like years apart. Like...
Well, you just said... You literally just said what it would be.
But like... I'm mean, like,
saying.
Closer together, like... If I... like... Does the outside ruin food for people?
Maybe it's a government conspiracy.
Yes, just like how birds don't actually exist.
Birds aren't real.
Don't.
Birds are not real.
cameras.
They fucking
Birds are cameras.
They migrate to recharge their batteries.
Seth even told us to fucking talk about it in here.
I know. No, I don't want to get into all that
exist.
stuff, because I entertain the idea of any conspiracy because it's fun to think differently, but I don't... Are you Googling, do birds exist? Are birds real?
Yeah.
It's fucking funny.
Oh my god, wait. You just reminded me of something. Oh my god. So my history teacher, he's kind of funny, but I sent him a conspiracy theory that he never looked at, but I'm gonna forward it to you guys, or someone, one of you, or I'll read it off or something. I don't know, but it fucked with me. It fucked.
Oh no, don't do this.
I don't feel like being fucked with.
Wait, have you guys ever seen the picture of like, oh my god, what year? It was like a year, oh my god, it was when like smartphones obviously weren't a thing, but cameras were. And there's a picture of somebody walking down like a busy street, and it looks like he's literally on the phone.
Those have been disproven time and time again. They've cropped up a few times, and it's all just like they could literally be pushing hair behind their ear, or they could have been scratching themselves. Like it could have been any number of things, and it's just like, or honestly, those photos, we could have literally taken them a year ago and just made it look like an old-timey photo. I mean, it's not that hard to fake an internet conspiracy. I could do it. It takes no effort, but it's it is funny how that kind of stuff often crops up.
Oh, I love these though.
They're fun, but there's a time where you're just like, okay, I need to ground myself. I have work. I have to do stuff like
or anxiety.
Yeah, I need to resubmit my conscience to the overlord government.
Literally,
and I was thinking about that the other day too, where it's like all these problems that we're facing in our country, all of like our government conspiracies, our black government, shadow government, black markets, and all this crazy stuff. It's like that pertains only to our country. Like, to me, when I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking, like, this is a world problem. Like, the shadow government is the shadow government that controls the world. But no, what we're thinking about is just, like, the government controlling, like, how the president doesn't really have a whole lot of power. He's just the face.
Oh, you're right,
And then you have the Congress making the decisions and whatever. Having the president is just there to, like, do whatever he's doing, be a face, somebody for us to, like, look to.
Exactly,
The government's a front for the shadow government, which is actually controlling all this stuff that has contact with the aliens, or that does know about supernatural stuff, just blah blah blah, stuff that we don't know about, or whatever have you. I'm not saying that stuff is real, but that's the concept of it. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, like, I had an epiphany, like, wait a minute, that only applies to our country. What about Canada? Do they have their own version of like a secret government, or like they have their own version of conspiracy theories? Like all this lore and conspiracy stuff is only applicable to our government.
We aren't supposed to be so nice to people.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
What the? They don't roll their tongues.
No, it's because
I'm sorry. It's got the pepperoni. I'm a Canadian.
It's because I had just taken a drink and like I was swallowing as a
The one's gurgling while saying sorry.
Das is not me like you.
What?
Fucking.
Das is not me like you?
That's Allie's laugh.
Tony, be quiet, Dylan.
I have like 7 different laughs. Shut up.
Who can impersonate somebody? What's your best impersonation?
I can impersonate. Oh shit. Who can I impersonate?
I can impersonate Chris pretty well.
Apparently.
Yeah, you guys sound alike.
Hey, shout out to Allie's friend who's listening to the podcast. That says we look and sound alike.
Wait,
hey,
Allie, which friend?
You got a shout out,
I probably know who it is. Yeah, I knew. I honestly figured it was Felicia.
Felicia. She's literally over right now,
Felicia
too.
Day?
She's...
Oh.
Yeah.
Felicia. Nice.
Shout out to Felicia Day.
Felicia Day is at least.
She's a bit annoying.
A little bit.
Me?
No, Felicia Day and like Supernatural and stuff.
Oh, I thought I zoned out for...
God.
Oh, no.
She's right here and she's annoying. God. Dylan, what's your best impersonation?
I don't really impersonate people. I've always been fascinated by like accents and doing voice impressions, but I've never really taken the time to learn it because I'm very inconsistent with everything in life. So I don't think I could maybe learn like a sentence with a person's voice, but I wouldn't be able to continue it. Well, and then I'd forget.
You mimic my nails when I'm typing on my phone.
Yeah, but that's your fucking nails. Because all I have to do is put my nails somewhere and boom.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking
ASMR.
Sean's my favorite, where he says he can impersonate Kermit the Frog, but literally,
oh my God, like that.
No, literally all he says is Kermit the Frog here, and I'm like, and what else? He's like, no, that's it. Like that doesn't count as an impersonation if you say one line. You can't go so Kermit the Frog here, and you're just like, oh, that's your impersonation. Like that doesn't count.
Oh my God, have you met somebody who can do like ruh-roh raggy, but like they can actually do it?
Like actual no.
Oh my God, I love people like that.
I know Sam's pretty good at impersonations, but also our friend Jake is really good. He can do what's his face from Family Guy, the dude in the wheelchair, Joe. He can do Joe really well. Yeah. But because he can commit to it. He commits hard, and that's my thing is I can't commit. I feel like a fucking retard every time I try to do an impersonation, and I give up before I even start. Even just doing accents. I can't do a British accent. I can't do any accent.
I used to be pretty decent at a British accent. Or sorry, an English accent.
I was pretty good at the whiny bitch accent.
Allie's muted.
Oh, goodbye.
No, I think I could still manage to do an accent, just not on the spot. Nobody can do anything on the spot. Fuck being under pressure.
Allie, you should do vocal covers.
I'm not I do them once in a while, and then I post it, and then I delete it, and then I post it back again because
You're
I feel
such
bad
a
about
girl.
myself because I'm so stupid. I know.
You know how often I say that to her?
I mean,
Hey Dylan, how are you today? God, you're such a fucking girl.
Or if I'm like emotional in any way, he goes gay.
Yeah, it's like it's like stop being
Gay
so
with the
fucking gay to
GH.
me.
He doesn't. He doesn't even
G-A-G-Y.
let
That's how you
me.
spell gay.
Let me be.
Don't you gotta
He's
let him
not
have
nice.
it. You gotta let him
Oh, I
have it a
do.
little bit.
No, you
I
don't.
do. Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do.
When I don't reply for 15 minutes, that's me letting you have it.
I want to hear Dylan try to do a vocal cover.
Fuck. Yeah. No. Oh my god. I was thinking about that today. I was like, because
Why?
for some reason
Because
I was
I
talking
don't know
to
what you sound
somebody
like if you
about
sing.
Dylan's voice,
Nobody
And-
does.
and I was talking about Dylan's voice, and oh Jesus, cat. And that's when Felicia listened to the podcast. She was like, "Oh my god, Chris and Dylan sound alike." I was like, "Yeah, they kind of do." But anyway, irrelevant. But
I could
I
even
was thinking about
impersonate
Dylan's-
Dylan if I wanted to.
you could. You sounded like Dylan earlier.
No.
Like you said something that like sounded like him.
No.
I'm not even kidding. I'll find it. I'll literally
Okay.
find it when you post the podcast, and I will show you. Anyway,
I'll cut it
I
out.
hope you don't edit it out. I will cry.
I'll cut it right
Anyway.
the fuck out.
Anyway, no, I was thinking, I was like, I've literally never Dylan sing. Like, I've never heard him. I mean, I've heard him do like sing-songy voices once in a while, like when he's just fucking around, but not anything like that. And I was like, well, I'm sure he would be fine. Like, he has a really nice speaking voice, so I'm
Shut
sure
the fuck
his-
up.
No, make me stop it.
Stop
And-
it. We're done here.
No, but seriously, like, I'm sure you would be fine.
But what would he sing? Because I don't
I
think
feel
Dylan can
like-
scream.
He attempts to.
I'm joking.
He does
Dylan,
like
you're
the
not part of
growl
this
thing.
conversation. Shut up.
Yeah, no.
So we gotta give him like Maroon 5, like She Will Be Loved. And she will be loved.
Wait, I'm gonna find a song. I won't play it because like copyright, but
Yeah.
I'll find a
The
song.
only like, I could do cleans probably if I like dedicate enough time to it, but kind of like the voice impersonation thing. Yes, kind of like the impersonation thing is I couldn't be consistent with the tone.
Well, no, because when you're doing a cover, you're not supposed to be impersonating the singer. You're supposed to be taking your own take on the song. And
Yeah,
singing it your
but
way.
nonetheless, if I have to hold a note for a thing, even for like 2 seconds, I probably couldn't. It's also
that's-
just the confidence of it.
No,
No.
that's where two factors come in. You need to know how to use your diaphragm and know how to exploit vibrato. Those are the two things you need.
Yeah.
You have to be able to push from your chest, which Sam doesn't understand how your muscles are supposed to work like that at all. And you need to be able to use vibrato. And I have a hard time using vibrato because my vibrato ends up being like a fade out. Like the end of the note, I can fade it out with a vibrato, but I can't hold a vibrato. No, I can't do that. I used to be able to scream. Like actually, I was watching some of my old vocal
Your knives and
covers.
pens fucking vocal.
Hey, that wasn't bad.
It wasn't that bad.
The quality was bad too. You have to remember, it was a shit camera singing through a karaoke machine. Give me a break. All right.
I've only heard, I think, one of your covers.
Which one? Do you know?
I don't remember. If I go to your page, your channel, I'll.
Was
I'll
it one
know.
I posted recently?
I don't know. Honestly,
I think
it
there's
was
only
when I
like
not met you, but like.
Oh, okay. So not because I recently reposted "Final Days" by Jonathan Davis because I like the way that cover turned out.
Hmm.
I think there's only like 2 people
I'll
that
find it now.
that I can really think of that have probably heard me sing a little bit more, which is Mom. Just I mean, I'm in the fucking car. I'm not like sitting there having like a fucking I'm on a stage kind of thing, but you know the music's a little bit louder, and I'll of course sing along. And Sam like a little bit because
You
we're
sing
like
it to
a
my
week.
girlfriend.
Yes, Chris. No, it was
Are
like
you serenading her with 18 Visions, Black and Bruised? My days are numbered down on my life.
But it was like maybe last week or maybe like the end of the previous week, we were talking about something, and a little piece of heaven came up, and then we both were like, "Oh, the cover that Chris did for me back in like
Christ.
2012." Yeah, I think I was playing the song actually or something. No, I wasn't. But anyways, we were like talking about it somehow, and then we talked about that, and then her and I both were just going back and forth with I think it was like the verse before the first chorus and the kind of like stuff like that, like that middle piece of just going back and forth. And I wasn't like, I was making a funny voice with it, but at the same time I wasn't. So I think if anything, a little bit there, but I don't like to sing near people. I'm too insecure. I'd probably be fine, but
Let's see. I think my cover of "A Little Piece of Heaven" that I did for you. Where is it? Has 9,000 views.
Does it really?
Has 9,000 views. Allie's lagging.
Yeah,
But not anymore. I was.
Together.
I think the
wouldn't
one I saw
say-
was on your old channel, so I'm just gonna go look real quick. And...
I wouldn't say that Little Piece of Heaven is necessarily a complex song. Like you have to do different voice. You have to do different voices here and there, but it's not like you're hitting these really high and then really low notes or anything like that. It's just
because you're switching between M Shadows and the Rev singing, and then there's like there's like a big chorus that happens and shit. Let me see the public.
But it's
videos...
not complex.
Is this normal? Does food taste different outside? I'm gonna close that tab.
Oh my god, I had that up still too.
Oh yeah, I forgot you misspelt covers.
Wars. Yeah.
I was just looking it up. I'm like, why can't I find it?
Yeah.
There
Well, it was supposed to be the channel for me and Jake to do covers because I remember at his mom's house recording "Sun Doesn't Rise" in his basement.
Mm-hmm.
There's as much as I hate those all videos, I wish I had an archive of every video I've ever made because there's a lot of stuff that I just wish I didn't delete. Old vlogs and stuff like that.
Chris, you're so young here. 6 years ago.
Was it on your Instagram?
Allie, he
posted
sent
it
it to you.
No, it's
She's
not
trying to find a
there.
specific video. It might be on the new channel. Was it? If it was on Instagram, then it might have been Punk. By
You
Gorillaz?
look so
I don't
young.
remember.
Shut up!
I'll know it when I see
Don't be a
it.
bitch, Dylan. Don't be a bitch.
Like 90% of Chris's videos, I'm in them, and I have to hear my stupid
90%?
fucking voice. Yeah, I mean,
It's not. I was.
well, okay. Why did I say 90%?
I don't know. Yeah, because Dylan was little known fact. Every time I film a video, Dylan's just standing in the corner. He's not contributing. He's just in the corner.
I am actually the green screen. I'm just in a big.
Yeah, Dylan is the green screen. Dylan's the tripod. He's holding the camera very fucking still.
Oh yeah. Gee, he's a tripod.
That's what I wanted to talk about. The dislike cunt is back.
I saw your tweet.
Yeah, could we talk
Is
about
that
that
what's
piece of
from-
shit?
Was that from the beginning of the podcast that you?
Yeah,
couldn't
that's what
think
I
of?
wanted to briefly
My
mention.
God.
It just appeared to me. There's somebody, I don't know who it is. For obviously
me.
I don't. I'll kill you in your sleep. Actually, no, I want you to be awake. And there's somebody who's just out of nowhere just started disliking all of my videos on all of my channels. I went to the Vengeance channel. I went to my vocal
All of-
covers. All of my
God.
channels, my Airsoft, my main channel, they just started disliking every one of my videos, like the first 4 pages. And I made the new channel, and it's like, hey, cool, I haven't seen anything like that. And I logged in like yesterday, and all my videos had a dislike. I'm like, oh, great. Cool.
I'm so excited. I even noticed that too.
Yeah.
I noticed there was no dislikes. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Good for Chris.
Yeah. It's awesome,
People
because it makes total sense. You're just disliking because you have no reason to dislike. I don't understand. Sure, there's probably a reason for you to dislike a particular video sometimes, but you're just disliking every one of my videos for no reason, out of spite. Who are you and what did I do? I just want to know. Like, I don't care that you're disliking the videos because it doesn't affect me. I don't really give a shit, but I'm just curious, like, who are you and why? Why? Just, if you're gonna dislike, don't be a pussy. At least comment why you're disliking. What was wrong with the video that you're disliking? You could say, I disliked it because you're in it. Great, thanks for the feedback. Oh, and I don't get tweet replies, so I'm just now seeing your response on Twitter, Allie.
Now I have to go to Twitter and look at it.
No, it
Why?
just says you're
It
making
was-
me excited, which, out of context, sounds bad.
Exactly.
Dylan, you were serenading Sam in the car with a little piece of
That's
heaven
different.
talking about necrophilia. The song is about necrophilia.
Oh, I thought you exposed your conversation. Like,
No.
Chris, do
No.
that.
No,
Spook, get off of
that's
that. Sorry, my cat's being retarded.
Yo, Jev out here asking the real questions. He said, yo, how do Ziploc bags even work?
Shut up. I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about the things that are actually magic, but we explain away as science.
It's true.
You ever just start to sit there and think about, how do cameras take pictures? How are they recording?
Technology.
I know it's the
Technology.
light reflecting off of the surface and getting captured by the lens and recorded, but it's like when a toddler asks
Stop.
why,
No,
why,
no,
why,
stop.
why,
You're gonna make Dylan like
over and over. It's like
You're
when a
gonna
toddler
overload.
won't stop asking why, and you get to a point where you can't explain it fucking magic. Cameras are magic. I don't understand how it works. I don't even want to know because I'm too stupid to understand future magic.
It's the exact same thing when you look at a fucking Xbox or just a light or a PC. How the fuck is it doing? Oh, it's these things that are here and then it has the code. How the fuck is the code written? How does a fucking thing know that this is supposed to do this?
Well, Dylan, the code, Dylan, binary is a series of yes and no answers. It's if this
but how
happens,
the fuck
yes
did you
or
program
no.
that?
Trial and error. They probably did it by accident. They're like, whoa, the one made this thing turn off.
My
Or
brain
a
is
sequence
hurting.
of ones and zeros made this light turn on. I don't understand, and it's so confusing. But when I look at it, I just go, yeah, magic. It's just magic.
It's literally magic.
It's magic, and we gave it the name science. So because then other people would be like, wait, there's magic is real. I can do magic, and then they'd all start practicing. That's why we hate witches, and that's why we killed them.
Yep.
Whoa. Hang on. I like zoned out a little bit and I came back to hear that like witches are bad at killing them. Hang on. So we're doing the Crucible, all right, in my English class and everything. And my school is a really like, there's lots of different groups and there's lots of different people, their opinions, blah, blah, blah. And I literally know people who are into witchcraft, but they're not like Satanists or
Like
they're not
Wiccans?
like, yeah, or pagans rather too.
Okay.
Like that. I don't know. I jumped into the conversation like out of context because I zoned out. But
That stuff's all really cool because the whole philosophy. Sorry, I'm eating a dark chocolate covered cranberry. I couldn't help myself. The whole philosophy behind, like, say for example, Satanism is loving yourself over like other religion and such. Like, the religion of Christianity is about love God and God will reward you. You know, karma, do good and good will come to you, and be kind to your fellow man with all these rules and regulations. But Satanism is about freedom and loving and expressing yourself and
that's so
finding
weird,
value in
'cause-
yourself.
oh my God, Felicia and I were just talking about Satanism like how long ago was it? A couple hours ago. That's fucking weird. Sorry. Anyway, continue.
It's just crazy because I don't want to get into a religious thing because I don't want to discuss religion because no one's ever pleased. But I don't align myself with any one religion. I find myself picking pieces from religions that I agree with and, you know, taking them into what I believe. But it's not even like I wouldn't even force what I believe on people. I like to entertain the ideas of all these things. Like, when you die, do you go to heaven or hell? Well, I don't know. Maybe you do get reborn. Maybe your consciousness gets recycled, and that's partially where deja vu comes from. Or you think you recognize a person, or you feel like you've been somewhere, done something before, because in a past life, those fragments of a ghost of a memory still exist somewhere in the deep, barren parts of your soul.
So many conspiracy theories I have of that. I wish I had like creativity and motivation like you do. I'm not even kidding. Like that. What?
No,
What do you mean?
it's not creativity motivation. It's creativity getting stuck doing something and like, shit, now I have to see it through to the end. I'm stubborn.
Okay, that's what I mean then. Is that like will to just drive myself to
I told Dylan this today, and I told Sam last night that while we're on the topic of it, I don't know. I can't talk about the book or anything relating to it without feeling like an asshole. I don't even want to. Never mind.
Okay.
I just feel like a dickhead. I feel like nobody cares. Shut up.
I mean, that's definitely not the case.
I know, but I feel like I talk about it too much and it's annoying people.
You worked your ass off for it. It's not that and it's not like you're sitting here and you're like, oh, look at this, like, I'm an accomplishment, me. Like, you're not doing that. You're talking about something you're passionate about, and that honestly is, to me anyway, is one of the best things somebody can talk about with if they feel comfortable talking to somebody about how passionate they are about something, or how, like, if they genuinely really worked hard on something and it stepped them out of their comfort zone, they want to talk about it, then that's amazing.
Yeah, I hear you.
You know what I mean?
It's like if you get me talking about Supernatural for too long, I will go on and on and on and on. I won't stop.
Yeah, that's me with Elder Scrolls. Kidding, but yeah, no.
Well, all right, then fine. Just to top it off, what I was going to say was I took all of book 1 and its bonus content, which has talks about how the Tiffles appearances define the 7 stages of their power, the birth, life, and death, and their power chart, biographies, fun facts, and alternate endings. for all book 1.
Word.
I have, which we're going to talk about when we have our own podcast. I'll share with you some bonus stuff. But anyways, I compiled all of the book 1 and all the bonus content. I compiled Origins and Purity and all of its bonus content, and just those 2 things together all in one document is 587 pages and 271,000 words.
My God. Nut.
But you see that, and then I still have to do Origins Transgression, which is going to be another 150 pages, and then it's bonus content for that, and then I have Origins for Lust and Lucy's story, which I still have to write.
Oh my God, don't even get...
And then I have book 2, which is another 400 pages, so this is going to be I nicknamed the document Vengeance Tome.
I'm gonna go crazy. I feel so bad though because I haven't been able to finish the book because I've been so caught up with fucking schoolwork and them making me read books for stupid projects.
No, but I get that. That's fine.
I want to read so bad, but it's so hard to focus on 2 different books and 2 different plots, and it's just so many characters and just.
I know. Yeah, that was another thing is I clocked together. There's like 30 characters just in book 1, which I'm like, I didn't read that. Holy shit.
No, I get that. Yeah, but I mean, you can. You made it so like the characters that are important. Yeah, you have like extra characters up in here and there, and yeah, it adds up to a lot.
Yeah, but who gives a shit about Needy? No one cares about his backstory. I do want to write backstories for all the characters. I would love to.
Please do though, because I'm reading through the book, like, why is he like this? Like,
well, I tried to give a brief explanation of why Needy was called Needy and kind of his character,
but like I just still. I don't know. I really like just the extra stuff, like that things that
you
don't.
Were gonna. There's Sam sneaking up behind me. You taking my taxes? No. Oh, okay. Then you're gonna
put
love
the chromosomes in the bag.
Put the chromosomes in the bag. Oh, she's focused.
Chromosomes in the bag.
She's focused on stuff. And by the way, we cut in just about right now. Back to finish up the podcast because we had about a 20-minute diversion. Oops.
Sorry.
I can't wait to talk. I'm excited to talk about it because you're right. I am passionate about it. It's like the one thing in my life besides Sam that I like, besides Sam and the people like around me, like disincluding people. It's the one thing in my life that I really just absolutely would dedicate everything and give a flying fuck about. Clearly, it's like the only thing.
Chris doesn't give a fuck about us. Stop lying.
I don't give a shit about anything in the world outside of the few people that I have and my goddamn book, and that's why I talk about it and push it so hard. That's why I beat it into your skulls because I'm proud of it. Because
and as you should be.
The fucking loser that I am, I accomplished something, and I proved everyone in high school wrong, so fuck you guys.
And as you should be proud.
I just want to quickly make a note here. Since I'm around Chris a lot of the time, during the, you know what I mean, just with work and whatnot, and then playing Xbox, I hear Chris speak a lot, and a lot of, occasionally, like, emotions and just things in general. Whenever he usually talks about what he's done with himself and like the book and his YouTube, there's like anything that he's done that he enjoys doing, it's usually, wow, I did this really cool thing, but nobody gives a fuck. Whatever, I'm terrible. But right here and right now, this is like one of the first times in a long time that I've actually heard him be proud of it. Like actually, because you sounded genuinely, it's like, yeah, I did this and it's fucking amazing. Like, I haven't heard that.
Definitely be proud of that.
I never hear that, and it's kind of cool.
No, because that's the thing is like, I love it so much, and that's why I want to share it.
No, Chris, hear me out. You worked your ass off for this. As I was saying earlier, with the whole passionate and people talking about what they're passionate about and the stuff that they're proud of that they did because it stepped out of their comfort zone, you should be so fucking proud for what you did and how you did it. Like, I think about it all the time. Like, when I'm reading the book, I'll sit there and I'll think, oh my God, like, this helped him, graduate high school. Like, he did this in fucking high school, his senior year. I'm going to be a senior next year, and I can't imagine myself doing anything close to that. And when I tell people about the book, because God knows I don't shut up about anything. When I tell people about the book, I'll literally explain the story. I'll be like, yeah, he literally fucking wrote it his senior year and it helped graduate. They look at me, they're like, are you serious? It's just, oh my God, it's something you should really, really, Chris. Even if a lot of people you don't get enough recognition. You don't get the viewers. You don't get the readers that you deserve. Like, you deserve so much more than you have. You worked so hard, and it sucks that not everyone can see how hard you work, and it sucks that not everyone can see your passion for it, but the people that do are your biggest supporters.
And that's why I have a lot of questions for you when we get there. I want to know who your favorite characters. I want to know who your least favorite character. I want to know all this. I want to know everything. Because
Got you. Got an answer for everything.
Oh, Jesus, Dylan, you know what? You're right. Okay, that's fucking gross.
What did he?
He in the fucking.
Can we just kick Dylan from this fucking group chat already?
No, we're gonna have to leave Dylan alone for the podcast. Dylan, it's all up to you. Go for it.
Oh, it's up to me? Oh, shit, what am I talking about?
I don't know what you talking about. We gotta have one more topic to end us out.
Fuck! Alright, so this
Podcast
is
could
gonna
be
be
30 minutes.
It's always when I'm here. Jeez,
okay.
I'm sorry.
this is gonna be my topic. So since it's 12:04, I'm gonna go ahead and look at my memories on. I'm gonna go ahead and look at my memories.
Facebook memories.
I'm gonna do it on Snapchat.
I'm gonna go ahead and see what I got there. So 1 year ago today, I had a selfie with my niece, which Allie you've seen before, I'm sure.
Send it.
Allie had tagged me in a siege operator link, which was a meme. Who would have thought another selfie from 2017 with edgy sworn-in lyrics?
I tagged you on
A
something?
shitty truth is from 2014. Fuck that bitch.
How about
I did.
this picture,
Hold up.
which is an anime girl?
Hold up, I'm just about done. Hold up. February 27th, 2014, I grabbed my mom's phone and tagged myself and said, that Dylan is the best son I could ever ask for with a heart, because I was so fucking sad. Another truth is, and then I had made a friend, and by that I mean like a bajillion different friends. Holy shit, I made a lot of friends this day. Anyways, go on.
I hold my cookie in the milk until the bubbles stop.
What? Wait.
That is
I put it in the chat.
drowning.
What the fuck? I hold my cookie in the milk until the bubbles stop.
I'm concerned about both of those.
What's so funny about it? But it's so funny.
I've never seen the Titanic. Still haven't.
What?
Same.
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
What? Dylan, we're watching it.
No, we are not.
Yes, we are.
No, I'm telling you. I am telling you right now, Allie, we are not watching Titanic.
We're watching.
No, no.
Yes.
Is this how it's gonna end? I'm not watching Titanic.
Here's a post. I wrote OMG TIWICHETTTBTYAATGS. Translation, oh my god.
No. Copy and paste into the chat. I want to go ahead and guess what it is.
You're not gonna get
Oh,
it.
yeah.
No, go ahead. Oh my god, this is why I check
Change Henry. Is
extra testosterone.
Hang on. I have to type it out for myself. Oh my god. This is why
You guys are people. That's what you are.
This is why I call.
I can't type. Okay, so what is it?
Oh my god, there is no way I could have thought this to be true. You are a true genius, sir. That was it.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
And then I wrote GEIOUS, sir, for genius, and I corrected down below, genius. Because I don't think back then, 8 years ago, you could edit your posts. Dylan, you're not getting your nose pierced.
No, not Allie.
What is this whole nose pierce thing? Because I don't understand.
The stuff that I'm sharing on Facebook?
Just everybody apparently is saying guys need to get their nose pierced.
Oh, I'm just doing that to @Dylan.
Oh, okay. All right, that's it. That's the only answer we needed.
Yeah,
all right.
Yep.
It's like, yo, I want more piercings. I'm not gonna get my nose pierced because I don't want to try to pick my nose and have metal in the way.
That's the reason why I haven't got my anus pierced yet. Every time I go to
Excuse
pick
me?
my ass.
Give me the nutrition.
Dylan, shut up. Shut up.
Dylan, you picking the dick flakes out of your butthole?
Yeah. All the like the cum specks that are just splooged onto my asshole.
you're
I'll fucking end it right now.
End it or end him. Okay. This podcast was terrible. Thank you everyone so much for listening. If you enjoyed, check out the rest of the podcasts that are probably better than this one. Links to everyone's social media or preferred social media should be down in the description somewhere. Anyone want to add anything to the end?
Shut up, Dylan.
Okay, Dylan, your rebuttal? Shut up. You can't talk.
Okay. Fuck.
No, but for real. Anything else anyone want to close out with?
I have to pee.
Shut up, Dylan.
All right. And that's it. Thanks
That
for
That was a
listening.
roller coaster.
Podcast ever. That's fucking garbage.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Why did I say bye? I'm so awkward. Leave me alone.